Hey everybody, welcome. I'm Heather, I'm the Bent Yogi. Welcome to Friday Power Flow, a 35 minute practice. We're going to get started in Ragdoll. And right now, you have the option, if you just jumped on, you have the option to jump off and go do something else, or you have the option to stay and practice with me. And I invite you to stay and practice. Take care of yourself. What do you say? Let's get started in Ragdoll. Right here, a really good option is to take a big breath in, then a long breath out. A big inhale, fill up. And a big exhale, empty out. And check in with your foundation. Feet about hips width distance is a nice guideline, just for balance and stability. You might bring opposite hand to opposite elbow. You might let your hands dangle, or even rest on blocks. And if you're coming into the forward fold, you can soften your knees. That's really helpful, especially at the beginning of practice. And feel if you can let your head hang down. Take another big breath in. And a long breath out. Maybe a little bit of movement here, front to back or side to side. Notice the movement, the stuff going on in your head. And instead of paying attention to all that stuff, keep coming back to your breath. Take another big inhale. Then a big exhale. And then go ahead, bring your hands down to your mat and step back to your downward facing dog. Or come up to your child's pose. As you set up your downward dog, fingers spread wide. Hips high. Heels can soften. And here, you can add in a little bit of gentle movement, maybe bending one knee and then the other. Maybe you can move your hips or your head if you want to come into a high plank and then back to downward dog. Again, lots of options. Lots of options for movement. Stillness is a nice option as well. Setting your gaze to one point or closing your eyes. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. And it is this balance, feeling what you need, feeling what works, because when you first get on your mat, especially if you feel a little bit tight, some movement is nice just to start to loosen up. As we get into the practice, there's a lot of movement in our lives. There's an awful lot of movement, and usually in our heads too. So noticing opportunities to settle into stillness, like here, and simply take a big breath in, and a long breath out. A big inhale, and a big exhale. And from here, walk your hands back to your feet, hips high, strong core. Feet can be apart, or you can bring them to touch, and come on up to stand. Rise up, reach up. You can look up, hands to your heart. Exhale. Set your gaze here. You can lower your gaze or close your eyes. You might set an intention for your practice today. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. Inhale, sweep up, reach up, and lift up. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, flat back, inhale. Bring your hands to your mat. Walk yourself out to your high push-up, high plank. Shoulders track over your wrists, knees lifted or lower. Take a big breath in. Move forward, halfway down or all the way down. Low push-up, chaturanga. A big breath in. Upward facing dog, maybe a cobra or a low cobra. And as you exhale, back to your downward dog or your child's pose. Take a long breath in and a long breath out. You can add in child's pose at any time. You can add any variations that feel good as we move through the flow. Take a big breath in here. Exhale, step or jump to the front. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, reach up. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. High push-up to low push-up, exhale. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Take a full breath in. And a long breath out. A big inhale. And a big, big exhale. Once more, deep breath in. Exhale, step or jump to the front. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand. From the ground, lift up, lengthen, fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Chaturanga, low push-up. You can step or jump back. Upward dog, a full breath in. Downward dog, breath out. And set your foundation. Set your hands and your feet. Feel your hands and your feet so you can set your foundation. Notice if your eyes wander, then you can set your gaze or close your eyes. If your mind wanders, come back to your breath. Take one more big inhale here. Exhale lightly. Step or jump to the front. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Utkatasana, chair pose. Set your feet. Put a big bend to your knees. Feet are even. They can be together or apart. Hands, arms can extend high or come to your heart. Take a really big breath in here. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. High push up to low push up, exhale. Inhale, upward dog, exhale, downward dog. Right foot steps, warrior one, Virabhadrasana. Set your feet, rise up. Big bend in your front knee. Your front knee can track over your front ankle. And your back toes can point a little bit forward, hands higher at your heart here. Take a big breath in. Exhale, hands to your mat. High push up to low push up. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Left foot steps forward. Warrior one, rise up. Check in with your feet. Check in with your breath. Check in with your intention. Even if you don't set an intention, if you don't articulate your intention, right? There's still intention in choosing this option to be right here, right now. Take another big breath in. Exhale, hands to your mat. High push up to low push up. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Right foot steps again, warrior one. Rise up. Exhale, hands to your mat. High push up to low push up. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Left foot steps, warrior one. Exhale, hands to your mat. High push up to low. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Take a long breath in. And empty out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Another full inhale here. Exhale lightly. Walk or jump to the front. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale. Fold. Inhale. Rise to stand. All the way up. Lift up. Reach up. Fold forward. Exhale. Halfway lift. Inhale. High push up to low push up. Exhale. Inhale. Upward dog. Exhale. Downward dog. Left foot steps forward. Crescent lunge. Left foot a little to your left. Bring your hands to your heart. Back knee, back heel lifted. Take a big breath in. Twist to your left. Right elbow towards the outside of your left leg. You can keep your back knee lifted or you can drop it down. And here, as you connect your hands, if you can use that connection to lift your chest up. Spine is long, long, deep breath. Hands can stay together or they can open up. Right hand reaching for the ground. Left arm up for the sky. Left knee tracks over your left ankle. Steady press through your left foot. Steady lifting and lengthening through your right leg. Steady breath. A big breath in. And a long breath out. On your next inhale, come back up to your crescent lunge. Lift off, airplane dekasana. Sweep your hands back. Palms spin down towards the ground. Lengthening up through your left leg. Lifting your right leg and extending. Lift your chest and lift your heart. Take a big breath in. Right foot down beside the left. Sweep up, reach up. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. High push up to low push up, exhale. Inhale, upward dog, exhale, downward dog. From here, walk your hands back to your feet once more. Feet at hips width distance. Peace fingers, hook your big toes. Palms face in. Halfway lift as you inhale. Lengthen and fold as you exhale. You can hold on to your toes and use that to draw the crown of your head down towards the ground. As you draw the crown of your head down towards the ground, you might be able to tap into some length in your spine, length in the backs of your legs. But it doesn't work to hold your toes. You can just let your hands dangle. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Release your toes. Halfway lift, inhale. Hands to your mat. Walk yourself out to your high push-up, high plank. And come on down to your forearms. Forearm plank. Fingers can be interlaced, or you can have your hands apart. Shoulders track over elbows, low belly draws in and up. Knees lifted or drop them down. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Breathe in. And breathe out. And take a big inhale. And a big exhale. And from here, walk yourself back up to your high push-up. Press back to your downward facing dog. Take a really big breath in. Exhale lightly. Walk or jump to the front. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale. Fold. Utkatasana. Chair pose. Sit down. Reach up. Fold forward. Exhale. Halfway lift. Inhale. High push-up to low push-up. Exhale. Inhale. Upward dog. Exhale. Downward dog. Right foot steps forward. Warrior one. Come up. Open out. Warrior two. You can add in some space between your feet. Long through your arms, long and strong through your back leg. Spin your palms to the sky. Take your right hand high, reverse your warrior, and in your reverse, start to straighten your right leg. Lengthening now through both legs, grounding down. Reach up and go back. And then come through center, reach as far forward as you can, and make your way into your triangle, Trikonasana. Right arm extends down, left arm extends up towards the sky. Not a lot of weight in your right hand, wherever it lands. Grounded through your feet, lifting through your legs. Spine is long here. Take a big breath in. And a big breath out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Ground through your feet. Top arm pulls you up to stand. Drop your hands. Pivot your toes to face the side edge of your mat. Your feet can be parallel or a little bit pigeon-toed. I feel like my pants are falling down. Interlace your fingers at your low back. Towel or strap between your hands. Shoulders roll back. Knuckles drop. Heart lifts. A big inhale. Fold forward as you exhale. Letting your hands come up and over. Letting your head drop. Take a long breath in. And a big breath out. Soften your toes. Take a deep breath in. And a long exhale. Another big inhale here. Exhale, release your hands. Hand under your shoulders. Come halfway up. Pivot around towards the back edge of your mat. Left toes point towards the back. Come to the ball of your right foot. Runner's lunge. Rise up to your crescent lunge here. Now ground through your left foot. Step forward. Catch your lifted right knee in front of you with your right hand. Left hand can be high or at your heart. Setting your gaze to one point, traditional drishti, helps a lot with physical balance. You can keep hold of the right knee, or you can grab your right big toe, play around with extending the right foot forward. Maybe use a towel or a strap to catch your right foot. And if you take the right foot forward, you don't have to be able to straighten your right leg. Now take your right knee, right foot out to the right. Left arm goes out to the left, drawing into your center line. Breathe here for 3, 2. Come on back to center. Leg stays lifted. Take both arms up. Press your right heel. Straighten your right leg. Press your right heel away from you if you haven't done so already. For 5, 4. Strong core. 3, 2, 1. Right foot down. Hands sweep up. Reach up. Fold forward. Exhale. Halfway lift. Inhale. High push up to low push up. Exhale. Inhale. Upward dog. Exhale. Downward dog. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. Breathe in. And breathe out. One more big inhale. Exhale. Step or jump to your hands. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale. Fold. Inhale. Rise up. Reach up. Fold forward. Exhale. Halfway lift. Inhale. Chaturanga low push-up. Step or jump back. Inhale. Upward dog. Exhale. Downward dog. Right foot steps. Crescent lunge. Left heel lifted. Rise up. Right foot a little to your right. Bring your hands to your heart. Take a big inhale. Twist to your right. Left elbow towards the outside of your right leg. And again, you can keep your back knee lifted here, or you can drop it down. You can feel a little bit wobbly. It's something you can work with. It's not something you have to struggle against. Hands can stay together or open up. How do you work with that uncertainty, whether it's on your mat or off your mat? Softening.
Softening into where you are, giving yourself some space, softening your attachments to the way things should be, just by taking a big breath in and a long breath out, allowing yourself to be right here, right now. On your next inhale, come back up to your crescent lunge, lift off, airplane, Dekasana, shift into your right foot, begin to straighten your right leg, lengthen your right leg. Begin to lift your left leg, roll your shoulders back, palms down towards the ground, bringing your breath to the tips of your fingers, the tips of your toes. Take one more big inhale, left foot down beside the right, sweep up, reach up, fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale, high push up to low push up, exhale. Inhale, upward dog, exhale, downward dog. From here, walk your hands back towards your feet and slide your hands under your feet, palms up for Padangusthasana. Halfway lift on your inhale, lengthen and fold as you exhale. Here, if you can't get your hands under your feet, doesn't mean you can't do it. It just means you're working with your body. You create a different variation. Hands can dangle, maybe fingers under toes. Put a bend in your knees and play around with it. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. You always have options. Sometimes they're not the options you want, right? But as you soften and open, you notice you do have options, and often more present themselves to you with patience. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. Take your hands out from under your feet, feet apart or together, halfway lift as you inhale. Walk your hands out to the front of your mat, which is really the back of your mat, and come on into your high push-up and then down to your forearm plank. Shoulders over elbows, knees lifted or lowered, fingers together or hands apart. If you interlace your fingers, do it softly, lightly. Low belly draws in and up. As you connect into your core, you might be able to extend. Crown of the head in one direction, heels in another. Long breath in. Long breath out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Take a big inhale. And a big exhale. And from here, walk yourself back up to your high push-up and press back to your downward facing dog. Take a long breath in. Empty out. Another big inhale. Exhale. Step or jump to your hands. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale. Fold. Utkatasana. Chair pose. Sit down. Sit back. Reach up. Fold forward. Exhale. Halfway lift. Inhale. High push up to low push up. Exhale. Inhale. Upward dog. Exhale. Downward dog. Left foot steps. Warrior one. Come up. Open out. Warrior two. Check in with your feet. Left foot flat and straight. Back toes towards the side of your mat. Maybe bring them around a little bit. Spin your palms to the sky. Take your left hand high, reverse your warrior. And as you come into your reverse warrior, start to straighten your left leg. Really lifting, lengthening through both legs. Lifting up out of your hips. And then come through center. Reach beyond your left toes and into your triangle, Trikonasana. Left arm extending down, right arm extending up. Long breath in. And a long breath out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Soften your toes here. Grounded through your feet. Your legs are active and engaged. Even as you ground down, there's this quality of lifting up and lightening up. Big breath in. And a long breath out. And ground through your feet. Come on up to stand, drop your hands, pivot your toes to face the side edge of your mat, feet parallel or pigeon-toed, hands to your hips or to your low back, squeeze your elbows, shoulder blades in, tailbone drops, chest up, big breath in, fold forward as you exhale. Once you fold, hands to your mat, you can add in a halfway lift here, and then come into your forward fold. Hands can stay where they are. You can walk your hands back through your legs if you want to. Catch your toes or your feet or your legs, you can. If you want to add in a tripod or a crow or some movement. Again, lots of options. Exercising whichever option you choose with breath, with intention. So not just moving for the sake of moving. Moving intentionally, or again, allowing some intentional stillness. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Hands under your shoulders, come halfway up, and now, walk your hands towards the front edge of your mat. Pivot your right toes around. Come on into your runner's lunge. Set your feet. Rise up for your crescent lunge. Your right foot is set. Step forward. Catch your lifted left knee in front of you with your left hand. You can have your right hand high. You can bring your right hand to your right hip. Drishti, traditional drishti, setting your gaze. If you want to grab your left big toe with your peace fingers, extend the left foot forward, long through your left leg. Again, you can just play around with it. Feel what you have for space. Whoa, or feel. Take your left foot, left knee out to the left. Right arm can come out to the right. Sometimes it helps as a counterbalance. Even when you feel wobbly, you can still feel your balance, the internal balance, and the balance of your breath. Take a big inhale and a big exhale. Now bring your leg back to center, both hands high or at your heart. Left foot extends, left leg extends. Strong core, hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left foot down beside the right. Reach up, look up, fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. High push up to low push up, exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward dog or child's pose. Take a long breath in. And a long breath out. And one more time, come on forward to your high push-up and down to your forearm plank. Shoulders over elbows. Lift your right foot, take it out to the right and tap it down, and then bring it to center and tap it down. To the right, tap, center, tap. Right, center, right, center, right, center, right foot down. Now left side, left foot lifts. Doesn't have to be high. Take it out to the left, tap it down, center. Left, center. Set your gaze, left, center. Left, center. One more. Left, center. Hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And lower all the way down. Come onto your belly, forehead or chin to your mat. Interlace your fingers at your low back. You can add a towel or strap between your hands. As you inhale, come on up. Lift up. Lengthen as you lift. Draw your low belly in and up. Lengthen through your spine. Lengthen through your legs. Your feet can be together or apart. Shoulders roll back. Take a really big breath in. And as you exhale, lower down here. Just flip over onto your back and set up for your bridge or your wheel. Feet flat and straight, about hips width distance. As you inhale, connect down and come on up. Lift your hips, feet, set your feet. You can always move them around a little bit, adjust as needed. Arms alongside. You can interlace your fingers under your low back. If you want to come up for your wheel, your back bend, you can come up. If you want to come down for rest, you can come down for rest. Again, whatever variation, intentional, with breath. A big inhale and a big exhale. And breathe in and breathe out. Take another deep breath in here. And as you exhale, slowly lower down. Come onto your back. Soles of your feet together, knees to the sides for Supta Baddha Konasana. Take a big breath in. Allow yourself to empty out. Draw your knees to your chest. And come on into your happy baby. You can grab the backs of your legs, soles of your feet or your big toes. A little bit of movement if you like here. Breath, maybe a little bit of stillness. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Draw your knees to your chest. Start to find some forward and back movement. Rock forward when you're ready. Plant your hands and make your way back to your downward facing dog. You can move through your flow, or you can just step back. If you want to add in a tabletop with some cat-cows, go for it. Take a big breath in. Long breath out. Feet together, a little bit forward. Right leg to the sky. Lift up. Three-legged dog. And from here, bend your right knee for your down dog hip opener. You can flip your dog. You can find this with your left knee down. Take your time. When you're ready, right leg goes back up. Roll the hip down and come on into your half pigeon. Right knee comes forward if you set up this variation. Right knee forward, left leg long behind you. You can also add in the variation on your back. Sometimes there's some wiggle room for this right foot. Bring it to the left and forward. Evening out your hips and lengthening as you fold. Take a big breath in and empty out. So as stuff comes up, which it usually does, you can latch onto it, go down the rabbit hole, or you have the option of letting it go. How do you let it go? I find that paying attention to my breath helps a lot. So taking a really big breath in here, letting your breath go. And you can feel it. You can feel it in your body. A big breath in. And a big breath out. A release, a softening. The stuff that comes up might come right back. But it's a practice. And so you practice. We practice. Take another deep breath in. Empty out. Hands under your shoulders, back to your downward facing dog. You can add in a three-legged dog. Vinyasa. When you're ready, feet together and forward. Left leg to the sky. Lift up. Lift out of your wrists and your shoulders. Bend your left knee for your down dog hip opener. And again, you can flip your dog. Drop the right knee. In your own time, that left leg goes back up. Hip rolls down, and you set up your half pigeon on this side. Similar to the other side, or different. Feeling that you do have options. Especially on your mat, though, you don't have to try to figure out in your head which is the best option. Instead, feeling it out, feeling your body, feeling your breath, feeling connected with your heart and your spirit, and then trusting what you feel. Long breath in, long breath out. And if you feel tension, resistance, if you feel sensation, usually you feel sensation. Notice it. You don't have to get stuck in your head about it. The option to take a big breath in and empty out. Now set your hands under your shoulders. One last downward facing dog. And if you want to skip it and just come onto your back, you can. Take a big breath in. Long exhale. If you're in your downward dog, bring your knees to your mat. Sit back over your heels. Lie down on your back. And set up for your Shavasana. If you want to add in a twist, you can. Right, any movement that feels good, put on an extra layer. You want to take your legs up. I'm going to take my legs up. Get yourself set up. You can softly close your eyes, soften your face and your jaw. Take a deep breath in here. And empty out. The option to just have a few moments for yourself. Everything slows down. Integrating your practice. Integrating into your center and back into balance. Another big breath in. Empty out. Here you can wiggle your fingers and toes. Let your head roll gently side to side. And drawing your knees to your chest. When you're ready, you can roll to one side. Make your way to seated. Hands to your heart. Set your gaze. Lower your gaze or close your eyes. Together, let's take a deep breath in. And a breath out. And drawing your thumbs to your forehead, to your third eye center. Together we say, Namaste. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for joining me for today's Friday Power Flow. Thanks for choosing the option to get on your mat and practice with me. I'm Heather. I'm the Bent Yogi. If you enjoyed this practice, check out my Patreon. I have longer practices there. And right now you can get a free 7-day trial. You can also check out my studio, Sanctuary Power Yoga, and there are links for all of that below. Thanks for joining me. Enjoy your day. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other. And I'll see you soon.